Namaste, I'm your friend Rushika Khare, and welcome to Calligraphy with Rushika. Today, Seaman Saxena will be joining us on this career tour. Sir, can you please introduce yourself as an individual to the audience?
Hi Rushika, this is Seeman Saxena. I'm an officer of 2013 batch of State Services and presently Assistant Commissioner GST Intelligence Bhopal. My hobbies are playing tennis and listening to music and interacting with kids like you.
As he mentioned, his expertise is in anti evasion. So, can you explain us what is anti evasion?
My present assignment is I'm into GST. GST deals with indirect taxation. So all the goods and services are being taxed. So there are occasions when people try to evade the taxes. So we as an institution try to crack that evasion, and my expertise lies in it, basically into data mining, catching various patterns of evasion and cracking it out.
And why is doing that very important?
This is important to increase the revenue of the country, state and the country. Some people are paying taxes, some people are not paying taxes. Basically targeting those people who are not paying taxes, if we get them into loop and force them to pay taxes, that overall tax collection will increase. So this is very important activity.
And then how are you addressed? For example, if for the world and for India, who are you?
We are basically a tax collecting agency for the government of India. We collect revenues for the government from which various development activities government are able to do it.
What are the two key requirements you feel is very important in this profession?
Two key requirement is a passion and discipline.
And why do you recommend this profession to the upcoming generation?
Because this is an evergreen profession. Taxation every time for a country is the most important thing is revenue is needed to for the development of the country, to undertake various programs for the development of the country and to address the underprivileged. So this department, this is the wing of the government which basically collects that revenue, pristine revenue, which is basically a resource for the country. This is one of the best places to be for the kids to come in.
And how do you think this profession will shape over the years, approximately 10 years?
This will be one of the most important professions in the coming years, because revenue will always be there. Revenue is very much important to the government, है ना? So acquiring and procuring revenue will always be important, and its important will gradually increase, because as far as general administration is concerned, government is into decentralizing things, and private players are also coming into various things. We have seen it in railways that certain private players have come in. So I guess this is the department which will grow in coming years. So it will be one of the most vital departments of the government.
So, from today's working in this profession, and after 10 years, what do you think will be a very sudden change which will be experienced?
The automation of the department and the use of artificial intelligence to crack evasion will creep in, and this will be a big boost to this department. This will creep in. Artificial intelligence will creep into this intelligence department too.
That's the end of the first session. Let's start with the session without wasting any time. It is more about you and your professional journey. Let's unlock all those behind the scenes and come up to the second session with with the first question. When did you start working towards the profession?
Basically, when my graduation, when I passed my 12th standard, then I started to, I thought I should go into civil services. Then only I started preparing for civil services.
So, what was your first goal in the profession, and what was the best starting point which you took up for the goal?
I chose humanities as my graduation studies, which was my first goal, which was basically offbeat step as regards the various professional courses are there. People hardly go for humanities, especially boys rarely opt for humanities. But my goal was very clear. I want to crack civil services. That's why I opted for humanities. And when I topped the entire state in graduation, and got a national scholarship. That was I guess that was a turning point, which encouraged me. I could crack this very prestigious examination.
What was your view about the profession when you were in my place, when you were 10 years old?
My view was, everyone at the starting, everyone thinks of only the brighter side of the story. So we were also, I was also very excited that when I'll get into civil services of sorts, then we'll be able to move things in a. I'll be able to move things in a better way. But frankly, I'm also able to do that. But when you enter practically into it, there are a lot many challenges also associated with it, so we have to face that challenges day in day out. But if you remain eternal optimist, nothing is impossible, and you are able to get your work done.
Over the years, what is the most toughest challenge you face?
Toughest challenge is to meet the public expectation, to bridge the gap between the expectation of the public from the government services and the services which we are able to give them. Sometimes the resources and sometimes the manpower and resources with us are not able to meet that expectation. We try to meet that expectation, and mostly we meet that expectation, but somehow 100% we are not able to meet that. This is the biggest challenge.
Give examples for the same.
There are many grievances. Okay, we have, for example, earlier my circle used to have 15,000 dealers. Dealers means businessmen who were doing businesses. So many times there were many grievances from these public. They used to call us. We are able to, when 100 grievances came to me in a day or in an hour, I'm not able to respond to every grievances. You know, sometimes we are not able to address them. So these types of things are there. Though gradually we try to rule out everything and give a possible solution to each every one of the dealers. But sometimes we are not able to meet that expectation because the manpower is quite low in the government sectors, and the expectation is quite high. So this is an issue.
What was the most challenging phase of your journey?
Professional journey, challenging phase. Actually, every day is a challenge. In evasion and anti-evasion, every day is a challenge. Every day a new situation arises, and we have to face it. So there's no specific challenge we faced. Every day is a challenge, and we live up to it, and we face it very in a positive manner. So we are able to get out of it. There's nothing special challenge or special session, special period of my job where something was very challenging. Nothing like that.
How did COVID, the corona pandemic, affect the sector?
Actually, if you ask about the sector, basically when the businesses grow, when the turnover rise up, we are able to get taxes. When the goods and services are sold, people pay taxes. Okay, but all the businesses were shut off, so we were short. All the taxes which were being collected by the government ran short. So this was technically the main problem that we faced, that our revenues ran very short at that time.
And then how did we overcome that?
Gradually, as the COVID period ended and the economy rose, economy gradually rose up, then everything was plugged in. Now we are booming. Nothing is. We are doing good.
The largest growing economy.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What subjects did you study before or after your or after coming into the profession or before the profession?
Before the profession, my expertise is in Indian history, world history, geography, Indian constitution, Indian economy, current affairs, international relation. Had my expertise before coming into this profession, and after coming into this profession, I'm more into studying motivational books and more motivational books and success stories, more so ever success stories.
How much important is it to know English in this field?
As far as I am concerned, I think English and Hindi hardly matters. It is a medium of instruction and medium of communication. As far as you are able to communicate either in Hindi or either in English, nothing matters. Hardly matters if you are a Hindi medium student or English medium student. But actually, when we have to interact with masses, and mostly people are not that educated, so we have to interact in Hindi also. So you should be affluent in both the languages. But as far as you're able to communicate effectively, hardly matters.
In this whole life journey, when you I mean, when you gain more experiences, over overall your view changes about things, right? So is
Yeah.
there any such a view change in your life about the profession over the years?
No, the thing is that every side, everything, every profession has its positive side and a negative side. Okay, there are some practical challenges which you face, but the thing is that you should always focus on. You should always be eternal optimist. You should try to pick up the positive things. There will always be a negative side to it, but you should always focus on the positive side and go on. There is no profession in this world which has no negative effects or no negative shade or no negative aspect. There's always really a negative aspect to every profession.
Is there
Okay,
any
so
hobby of
yeah,
continue?
yeah. I like to play lawn tennis. I like to play guitar, synthesizer. I love to listen to music. These are my hobbies.
Is there
And
any
especially I like to motivate kids. I have many motivational lectures in universities, and students who are preparing for civil services in schools, colleges. Mostly I interact with them.
is there any hobby of yours which helped in your profession?
While motivating others, especially kids, it gives you study, and you try to speak about motivational things and activities. Indirectly, it motivates me also to keep going. Basically, it gives us energy, gives me energy to keep going.
That's the end of the second section as well as the video. It was great connecting with you, learning about this new chapter in life which we can open through our hard work. To know about how, once again, to know about a very different profession which I had hardly heard about. It is amazing to connect with It was amazing to connect with you. I'm sure there are people there who got inspired by you. As for me, that you told us some inspiring quotes which I will remember throughout.
Thank you, Rishika. Thank you for calling me. Thank you.